we're saving all questions until the end. All right. You want me to start?
Yep.
All right. Welcome, everybody. My name is Amber. I am really excited to go over the compensation plan with you guys. We spent all day yesterday making sure that we covered every aspect of the compensation plan, all the questions that you had, so that it was easy to understand. So we're going to, as throughout the course of this call, we're going to talk about the 7 different ways that you get paid. We're going to spend a good chunk of time on the compensation plan graphic, which you all have access to in your boards app. So there are 7 different ways that you get paid. One really cool way when you hit the first rank is that you get a Jeep stipend, which is really cool. If you want a Jeep, that is amazing. So we're going to go over exactly how much you get per rank a little bit later, but you get a Jeep stipend. You get 50% of your commissions on the point value of your customer's order. They have a really amazing 10 and 3 program where essentially you enroll 10 customers, 3 brand partners, and you get an additional $1,000 in your paycheck for that month, which in the beginning of growing your business, as you're working up to that higher residual, that's something you'll really want to focus on so that you can really grow that paycheck in the beginning while you're waiting for the residual to get up there. You get bonuses as you rank up. We have trailblazer bonuses, launch bonuses, and wealth maximizers. So there's so many different bonuses. And I know I'm just saying the words right now. When we look at the graphic, it'll make more sense and it'll have numbers associated with it. So you can understand where that is coming from. But Tranont is just so generous in their compensation plan. And they also have an additional bonus for anyone who enrolls this month, where if you hit Emerald by May, you get an additional $20,000 in your paycheck, which is so amazing. So we'll go to the big compensation plan graphic and dissect that for you. Save your questions to the end because we might cover it as we are going through all the things. But I just love how generous Tranont is with their compensation plan and their bonuses. They make it so that, especially if you're coming from Black Oxygen and you really have a deficit because it was really hard, this really helps you to gain traction very quickly and to make up what you had lost. So we can go to the next graphic now.
All right, friends. So I'm going to cover one bonus called 10 and 3. But before I do that, I just wanted to highlight all the amazing, impactful products that Tranont has. I know so far coming in that we've learned a lot about the collagen. We've heard a lot about the collagen called Glow. It comes in 3 different flavors. It comes in a strawberry banana. It comes in an orange cream, and a limited edition. It comes in pina colada. So 3 amazing flavors there. You heard a lot and probably read a lot about the enzymes called Enrich. So just continue to learn more and more for yourself about each of these products. Another one that's been talked about a lot is Mojo. So I want to just make sure that we're aware of a lot of other products that we do have that we can start using ourselves in our day-to-day routines, but also sharing with others. They have a meal replacement shake called Nourish. They have an incredible vitamin B vitamin called Focus. They have a multivitamin that's full of vitamins and full of minerals, wonderful, impactful ingredients called Balance. They have a huge antioxidant supplement called Renew. They also have a supplement called Boost, a supplement called Optimize, which is going to be really great for athletes. And then they also have the full spectrum CBD product called Soothe. So it's a CBD fluid. So it's a liquid. So make sure that you're getting into the groups or diving in on your own time to the website and really getting familiar with all of our products. One of our shipments came in today. So we got one of the packs known as the Silver Enrollment Pack. And so it came with a couple of bottles of Enrich, which is really great. So that's going to be our enzymes. It came with a supplement called Boost. And it came with Optimize, Balance, and Focus. So when you're really wanting to get into all of the supplements and the vitamins, that one of the Silver Enrollment Packs gets you started from get-go. So it's really excited to have this in our hands. So get to know the products because you're going to want to share with everybody, especially when it comes to customers. So Tranont has a program. It's a bonus program called 10 and 3. And this is one way that you can earn an extra $1,000 every single month. So the way this starts out is When you first become an associate, no matter what day of the month it is, no matter what month it is, from the moment you become an associate, that's your enrollment date. You have 30 days from that date to achieve your first 10 and 3. What that means is that in that 30 days, you have personally sponsored, personally enrolling 3 associates. Those associates can come in with an enrollment pack. There's several options to get them started. Okay, so they need to come in with an enrollment pack. And then within the first 30 days of you enrolling, you also need to personally sponsor and enroll 10 customers. When you do this, you're going to earn an extra $1,000 in that month. However, there's a special caveat just for those first 30 days, because we know as you sign in to be an associate, you're most excited to share. You're most excited to get in there and learn about all the products we have, about the company itself, start using things, start sharing everything, right? So in your first 30 days, if you double this, if you end up getting 6 associates and 20 customers, then you can earn $2,000 in your first 30 days. So make sure that you're paying attention to your enrollment date, calculate that out. Like as an entrepreneur in direct sales, your boss is your calendar. So make sure that you're using some form or fashion of a calendar. It can be on your phone, it can be pen to paper, but write down your enrollment date, go out the 30 days and write your end of your 10 and 3 period for that first month. That way you have this timeline of keeping track of when you can maximize this specific bonus to double it. So I want to make sure you know that. So that's covering your first 30 days. After that, it's going off of a calendar month. Everything in the business works off of a calendar month. So every month after, you have from the first of the month until the end of the month to achieve your 10 and 3 for an additional $1,000 on your paycheck. So it would need to be 3 new associates in that following month, and then 10 new active customers. So you're always working on growing your whole team in one way or another when it comes to associates or customers.
Perfect. You know, and I think one of the great tools for the 10 and 3 is to really just kind of incentivize. I think almost everything about the comp plan is to incentivize us to the activities that'll take us through the ranks. And so I think that 10 and 3 is a phenomenal program.
Yes. Not everyone we talk to is going to want to jump in to be an associate right away, especially if we have a lot of friends that are already a part of other network marketing companies, but they may really desire our products. So in that, make sure that you're sharing with them that they can be your customer. And it's up to them how they decide to grow from there once they start having those own experiences about our products. So do not shy away from sharing with anybody and everybody and offering them the products, coming in with being a customer to have access to everything. All right, so we're going to have Miss Laura Smith and Jason Sapp go over the comp plan.
Okay, there's different ways that there's 4 ways to unlock your compensation plan. And well, let's just get started. To earn a check, you have to do your personal volume, and that is 100 PV. So to get paid for your customers or for your launch bonuses or for anything within the ranks, you need to make sure you've got your personal volume. Now, your personal volume goes off of the product volume. And I know they're both PVs. So you just have to remember that personal volume is PV, and also your product volume is PV. That's the way it is in the definition. So we just have to roll with it. So you just have to realize where it is in your what you're looking at when you see the PV. So yes, right there. So there's the 100 PV in your personal volume. So that's the first part of qualifying for a check. The second, and you need to get to unlock the compensation plan is 3 associates. And within signing up your associates, if they come in with an associate fee, then they're not going to be qualifying for any of the like products, like customer value or bonus, like what you get to get paid from your customers, or from any associates that they might sign in with a kit. They won't be getting paid for that. So it is best when you're signing in an associate if they can come in with a silver, gold, or platinum pack. By doing that, you are with every silver pack, you're going to be getting $100. Gold packs are $200, and platinum packs, you're going to be getting paid $300. These are called the launch bonuses. So when you see in the 7 ways to get paid, that is called the launch bonus, and the launch bonuses are paid out weekly. So just so you have that down. The other way, okay, let's talk about customers real quick, because they're not really quite part of the compensation plan, but we get paid on them. And their value, their point volume actually goes into your weakest leg. So that's kind of where that point volume goes. But I get asked this question a lot, so let's just quickly go over it. Okay, when a customer comes in, if you see on your, on this profile, you can find Tranont Go app. And also when you see this, you can see the retail. So you have the retail price, you have something called CP. CP means customer points. Now the customer points for, let's work off of Enrich, because we know this is an exciting high impact supplement, is their enzymes. So in the United States, because I know we have Canadians and people from the States here, it is the retail value of that product is $50. The customer points for that product is 40. Now, when you get paid for a customer, you're going to earn 50% of the customer points, which so that you'd be being paid on 20 customer points. So you'd be getting $20 for that. And then you see product value or personal volume from that is 7. So in other words, 7, that PV would go into the volume of your leg down on the weakest side, which will be the 7. So that's where you'll see that product value. So you're not getting full amount of the $50 because you're getting $40 going in the customer points. You're also getting 7 point volume. So that's how they've equaled that out a little bit, okay, to make that $50 up. Okay, just so you know, so much goes towards customer points, so much goes towards product volume that goes into your personal volume goes into your leg. So, okay, so there's that part. And then so that, and also when we are looking at our personal volume to qualify to get paid, you can also do your point volume at 50 PV, and you could also use those 7 PV points from your customer to add that to 57. So if you can get enough customer point volume, product volume, you can make that 100 PV up with customers too. Okay, so it doesn't all have to be you. It can be you and your customers to make that 100 PV to get you to be able to be paid. Okay. And so if we have that, then let's go into our, okay, we have our 3 associates. So that's the one of the steps of unlocking the compensation plan. The other one is to meet the personal volume, which we just talked about, and to also achieve the group volume. Okay, so let's go into the group volume. The group volume is the monthly group volume, and in Jade it's 1.5, so 1,500, and that comes from your 3 legs, or it can come from 2 legs actually at this level. So your maximum leg volume, though, you do get capped. So if you have what we call our unicorn thunder, you know, they go crazy like a magical unicorn, then you want, you know, that caps out at 975. And so 975 can come off of 1 leg, and the rest can come off either the other 1 or the other 2. Okay. And as you go further, that cap is a little bit bigger each time. So as you can see in Opal, it's 1,650 to get to that volume of the maximum leg. So it changes as you go up. Okay, and now the monthly group volume, as you go through this, you will always get paid at the end of the month for the highest rank you achieve in the monthly group volume. So like last month, since we all just got started, we have Amber who got to go to the rank of Pearl. So when she got paid in her commissions, when it showed in her back office, she would see that what she would have got paid, you can see is the monthly residual. That is the rank amount that you would get paid. So since she reached the rank of Pearl by the end of November, she would have gotten paid $500. She did not get paid $250 plus $400 plus the $500. No, she only gets paid for the highest rank achieved by the end of the month. So she got paid the $500. Okay, and then I'm going to and then let's talk about the Jeep stipend, and then we're going to go into Trailblazer and Maximizer, because this is where some of the extra money comes into play. Now, the Jeep stipend comes in if you have a Jeep Wrangler that is 5 years and newer, then you can go into the company and send in and see if you qualify for this Jeep stipend at 5 years and newer for the Wrangler. But if you happen to have like a Jeep Cherokee or Grand Cherokee or a Compass, any Jeep model, you can get this also, but it has to be 3 years and newer. So that's how that happens. But if you do not have a Jeep, I have a Jeep, but it's too old. It does not fit the criteria. So therefore, I do not get the Jeep stipend, because you do not get paid money for this. So if you do not have a Jeep within the criteria, you do not get money in lieu of, okay? And I'm just gonna let Jason take away with the Trailblazer and the Maximizer right now, because these are really exciting and it does really help add to your rank amount that you get paid every month.
Cool, awesome, great job, awesome indeed. So the other thing with the Jeep thing too is it's awesome because they're gonna have you put some logos on there for Tranont and everything. So it's not just because you have a Jeep, they want you to see the Tranont branding on that Jeep as well.
The reason this comes into play is Tranont is what they call a health and wealth company. So they have a lot of amazing health supporting products that we shared in the slide before, but they also have a lot of financial services that can bless others. Their goal is to help people reduce their debt and to be able to live freer, especially from debt. And after looking over everything, they see that the vehicle payments are usually one of the top payments for a family. So then taking it a step further, they started looking into what vehicles have the highest resale value, and Jeep won across the board. So that's why they partnered with Jeep in trying to help be able to eliminate that debt, to help pay down that debt. While at the same time, if you need to trade in, you're going to get the best value for your money as well. So that's where the whole Jeep thing comes in. So some are thinking, maybe I'll trade in my car and get a Jeep, and you can. But I do want to make sure you understand that depending on what rank you hit, shows what stipend you can get for that Jeep. If for some reason you do not hit the rank of Jade, then you don't get a stipend. So just know that, make sure that if you're going to get a vehicle that is newer and the payments may be more than what you're paying right now, that it can be something you can afford outside of this compensation plan, because we want to make sure that you're not going to get yourself into further debt. That is not Tranont's goal. But from the point of Jade on, which is the very first rank in our company, then you'll be able to get that stipend to go towards that vehicle.
Perfect. Awesome. Again, I love how it just incentivizes us to do things that benefit us the most. And so the Jeep stipend is definitely pretty awesome. So the Trailblazers and Maximizer bonuses are absolutely phenomenal. And much like I mentioned before, these are going to be geared to incentivize you in growing your business to the next rank and to the next rank and so on and so forth. Trailblazer bonuses are time sensitive from your enrollment date, whereas Maximizer bonuses are going to be volume and rank based. Okay, so we'll get into the nitty gritty here in just a second, but I wanted to make sure I emphasize the timing is so critical with Trailblazer, because you've got to be able to hit these ranks within a certain time frame. So for Trailblazer, it first starts at the rank of Opal. Okay, so all you have to do is qualify for Opal. You're going to get your first payment on your Trailblazer. That total amount is $750, and it is broken up into 3 payments or 3 months worth of you qualifying in that rank. Okay. And you can stack these. So if you happen to advance from Opal into Pearl, even within the same calendar month, you're going to still be able to take both the Trailblazer for Opal and for Pearl, okay, for that month. So stacking is critical with that, because again, it's all about acceleration in this point and getting to the next rank as fast as you can, and to be able to maximize how much money you can make. So in theory, if you started out in this business and in your first full month in the business, you rank all the way to Ruby, guess what? You're going to get the first month of the Opal Trailblazer, the Pearl Trailblazer, and the Ruby Trailblazer, and continue to do so as long as you rank up the following months as well. So that kind of covers that, but you have 2 months within your enrollment date to hit the first rank of Opal to get your first Trailblazer. And then within 4 months of your enrollment date, you have to make the rank of Pearl to be able to get that Trailblazer, and then 6 months from your enrollment date to be able to qualify for Ruby. Okay. So those are, again, time sensitive bonuses for Trailblazer. Once you get into Ruby, you have the opportunity to tap into the maximizer bonuses. And those are going to be based off of volume. And really the goal here is to help you set you up towards achieving the next higher rank. So the main qualification for you to be able to tap into maximizers from Ruby all the way through Diamond is to be able to achieve 80% of the volume required for the next rank. All right, so that's why we have the maximizer unlocked section right there. So as Ruby is displayed for qualifications to even make the rank of Ruby is 10,000 volume, as you can see that in the monthly group volume down below. But again, 80% is the goal towards the next rank. Well, the next rank is 25,000 volume, group volume for the rank of Sapphire. So you would then have to make 20,000 volume in your group in order to tap into the Ruby Maximizer. When you do so, you have a $2,400, next one over, the $2,400 to the left, $2,400 that then also splits into 3 monthly payments based on qualification. So you want to make sure you're continually working to hit that 20K and above as you work towards Sapphire. But again, Sapphire is 25,000. So you're like right around the corner to hitting Sapphire. So the Sapphire Maximizer would then require 80% of the following rank, which would then make it to where you need 40,000 in group volume to tap into the Sapphire Maximizer, which is a total of $12,000 equally split into 3 months for all of these. And then likewise, then moving forward to Emerald, 25,000, 25.5, right? So 25,500. Gets you split up into 3 monthly payments is absolutely phenomenal, because essentially what we're talking about is the ability to get paid for that following rank. So your paid rank for your monthly residual as an Emerald is $8,500 for the rank. So you're going to make that when you hit the rank of Emerald. Diamond monthly residual is 17,000. So if you're at the Emerald Maximizer, you're going to get your first month's worth of the Maximizer bonus of 8,500 plus your normal monthly residual of 8,500. Bam. Now you're making $17,000 that month, which is giving you the taste of what it could be like to be a diamond, right? So Maximizer bonuses incentivize you to get a feel for what that is. They only last those 3 months. So you need to hustle to get towards your next rank and the next rank's Maximizer. Now, you do have 1 grace month between these ranks. And so, you know, between Ruby and Sapphire, you can have a grace month and so on and so forth. Between ranks, you can have a grace month if you don't happen to qualify for that next month's Maximizer. You got 1 more month to make that up and keep on trucking on your goal. So I love the fact that they give us a little bit of grace, knowing full well that month over month, sometimes things change, you know, holidays come and go. So maybe volume decreases just a little bit. That's okay. But they understand that your goal is to be able to continue forward. So they give you at least the 1 grace month, which is phenomenal. So having these, as you can see, are going to definitely amp up your ability to make great income, replace income, right? Add additional streams of income to your family, which is our big deal. We are, you know, coming out of last year where I lost 6 months of work being unemployed from being laid off from COVID. 6 months we didn't plan on. So, you know, we didn't have the opportunity to take advantage of Maximizer bonuses or to have this amazing comp plan or have the amazing products from Tranont then, but we do now. So we're grateful for the opportunity to add additional areas where we can increase our income for our family. So the Trailblazers and Maximizers are something you're going to want to take advantage of for sure.
think it's great as well because it's helping us to build a long-lasting income with these amazing bonuses, period, the commissions, period, but with these extra incentives, with these Trailblazer Maximizer bonuses, because it's setting us up to succeed, not to have someone come and build really quick, grab the bonuses and then quit and run, and your whole business structure shifts. This is like continual growth, and you're paid for your work as you continue going. So as you're flipping in rank, you're going to be getting those Trailblazer bonuses once those things are unlocked and continuously paid. So like and they stack, which is such a blessing. So you hit Opal, say this month you hit Opal, that's going to open up the Trailblazer where you're going to get the first part of that, which is what, $350. Say next month you maintain Opal, then you're still going to get the next 200 from that Trailblazer bonus. But if you hit Opal this month and then next month rank up to Pearl, then not only are you going to get the $350 for doing it this month, next month when you do it, you're getting 200 from Opal, and then you're getting the 400 from Pearl. All of those bonuses stacking up, that is a huge blessing. So we want to make sure you understand they stack and that it's continual growth. As you keep flipping in rank, you're not missing out on those. They come with you.
Right. Yeah. So Amber will cover that graphic too and show you kind of how that breaks down with the perfect example.
Okay, friends, anything else anyone wants to cover from the comp plan graphic?
Yes, actually. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Okay, so they all stack, which is really cool, the Trailblazers and the Maximizers, but after Diamond, they don't stack.
Right.
So you see that solid line down the middle, ranks after that, the bonuses won't stack on top of each other, but you're already making crazy money anyway, so I don't know if it's gonna make a big difference. But that line is there to indicate that, and on the bottom, there's an asterisk that explains that.
Yeah, and also when you're talking to people with the compensation plan, you can just look at your monthly residual. This actually tells you, okay, if I get this amount here in my monthly group volume clear across, you can actually see how much you're going to get paid that month for just hitting that rank of the different ranks. So if I know I need to bring in, say, 4,500, and that will cover my whole family's budget and everything to make an income that I can live off of, then I know that I need to get to Sapphire, if that's how much I need to know. So that actually gives people a targeted area to know, oh, okay, without any of the other bonuses, if I just get 25,000 in group volume with making sure I only do 11,250 in one leg, because we know we have our cap, I know I will get paid this. So this compensation does not work with the level. Another thing I just want to basically cover is that when we sign in an associate at the very beginning and they enroll with that enrollment pack, we do get that launch bonus of the 100, 200, or 300, depending on which pack they came in with. But after that, whenever an associate buys their product to stay active so they can unlock their compensation plan of 100 PV, we know that 100 PV just goes into their leg volume wherever they are within our team. Okay, so then that's where the volume comes up to get to our monthly group volume. We do not get paid on the 100 PV like we would in other compensation plans from other companies that we're so used to seeing. Oh, they got this, I get 5% or 2% or 4% or 8% of what they did. All of that goes into here, and they automatically just say, oh, no, you made 1,500 group volume, so yeah, you're going to get paid $250. So you know exactly what your paycheck is going to be for that rank. I think that is awesome. I love this compensation plan for those reasons, because you're not guessing what your monthly income is going to be. The compensation plan just totally tells you. I don't know about you, but I think that's pretty awesome that you can like guarantee yourself, depending on how hard you work and what your team does and how you want to go after it, so you can get that income that you might need in your family's life. And did I miss anything? Anybody?
I don't know if we mentioned that if you choose not to do the Jeep stipend, you don't get that as cash instead.
Yeah.
There's a row that says Jeep stipend. So either you use it toward a Jeep or you just don't get it at all. But that's something that I think everyone had questions about. I know that I did coming into this, but On top of all of these, remember, you still have your 10 and 3 where you can get an additional $1,000 every month. So keep that in mind.
So 2 more things I just want to make sure everyone's clear on as we go on to the next slide. For one, with the personal volume, you'll notice that with this,
Yes.
so if you can see my mouse, right, with the personal volume, for the first 3 ranks, you only need to have 100 PV. And just like Laura mentioned earlier, that can be 50 of something you've purchased and with customer volumes adding into it as well. But at the 4th rank on, from Ruby on, you have to have 200 PV. So make sure that you're paying attention to what is required of you. I would hate for you to only personally have 100 PV at the rank of Ruby and miss out on bonuses. So from Ruby on, you have to have 200. And again, that can come from you and customers. So
50-50, yeah.
So building with a customer base is going to be really great for them, but also for you when it comes to your qualifications to get paid. And then just like Amber and Laura said, when you have an associate come in with an enrollment pack, you're paid a bonus off of that pack. But if someone comes in as just an associate or they come in with a custom order, you do not earn a bonus or commission off of any custom order. It's only the enrollment packs. And they've done a really great job. Get to know what's in those enrollment packs, because based on your associate enrollment packs are only available for associates. So, so with those associate packs, based on their need, you can guide them in which one best fits their needs to get started. So just wanted to make sure everyone knows you only get paid that extra little bonus of that 100, 200, or 300, depending on if your associate is coming in with a silver, gold, or platinum pack.
And it's also when you are signing them first in as an associate, they have to pick their pack and do that right then.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just sign in as an associate and then go back and grab a pack. Okay. It has to be done at the same time. That is the rule. So.
Okay. Whoops. Hello. Hold on. Okay.
There we go.
Okay. And Amber takes it away.
Okay. So I was really excited about this graphic because I like to keep track of where the money is coming from. And I like to have an idea of what it's going to be like. So we have these bonuses that we get paid out, and they're paid out in 3 payments, which the old graphic, it was not clear at all. You had to go get the PDF, read it. And so I made this kind of like a scratch off card, punch card, bingo card, whatever you want to call it, so that you can have an idea of what you're going to get paid for that month. So I'm going to explain this to you, and you have this in the boards app, so you can save it to your phone and you can cross it off as you are ranking up, so you can have an idea of what you're getting paid. So I'm going to explain this to you. So let's say you hit Opal your first month, then you look at this graphic here and it says you get paid $350. So your first month, you cross that out, $350, you got paid. Next month, let's say you go Opal, Pearl, and Ruby. So you have this graphic, you're going to get 200 for the next Opal. So you're going to cross off the second payment of Opal because you got the first one the first month. And since you went 2 ranks the next month, you're going to cross off the 400 and the 800, meaning you're going to get 800 plus 400 plus 200. And so this helps you to keep track of what your bonuses are going to be as you're ranking up. So if you're 3 months down the road and you go, well, okay, so I said you went from Opal, Pearl to Ruby. Ruby has Maximizer as well. So on the left, you would cross out that 800, but then on the right, you would cross out that 800 if it's Maximizer, if your volume was 80% of the next rank. Does that make sense? We talked about the Maximizer. In order to get the Maximizer bonus, your volume needs to be 80% of what the next rank is. So let's say I hit Ruby and my volume was 15,000. I didn't quite hit 20,000, so I wouldn't quite cross off. I wouldn't yet cross off that 800 over on Maximizer. But this is just a really good way for you to visually keep track of where your bonuses have come from, what you should be getting for the next rank. I'm a very visual person. So for me, this is what I was doing on my own on my paper. I was like, hey, I can make a graphic to explain this. So hopefully this makes sense. So in this example, Sarah hit Ruby on her 3rd month. She will then collect her last payment for Opal, her second payment for Pearl, and her first for Ruby, giving her a total of $1,300. So when you see these numbers, they really do add up. And on top of your monthly residual and on top of your 10 and 3, if you got 10 and 3. So this really does add up as you rank up. They're very generous in their compensation plan. So I like that they pay it out in 3 different payments because it does create a sustainable business instead of those who come in, get bonuses and leave. That was something that Black Oxygen super struggled with. They had big influencers came in, took big bonuses, and then they left. So I love this a lot. Save this to your phone and cross it off as you rank up so you have an idea of what you're going to be getting for your next payment. Is it still my turn?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't think it was still my turn. My picture's not on here. Is it? Okay, it's still my turn.
It's not
Okay.
on this one, but like I ran out of room. I didn't want to crowd it out. Sorry.
Okay, so it's still my turn. Okay, so I had talked about this earlier, 7 different ways that you get paid. So the Jeep stipend bonus, Lynette talked about why they chose Jeep. It holds its value. It's pretty cool. And they're really generous in how much they give you toward this Jeep. So if you have an older Jeep, then you can upgrade it if you want to, or you can just forego the Jeep stipend payment. But you don't have to. You know, I'm choosing not to, but you can opt into this at any rank. So this isn't something you have to do right away. This is not something you have to do 6 months down the road. They do encourage you to be at the first 2 ranks for a little while before you choose to do this, because you want to have a solid foundation in your team and your volume and the momentum, because you don't want to get into something that you can't pay for. So the Jeep stipend bonus is really cool. You do need to have a Tranont logo on it. And they have approved vinyl stickers. I'm not sure what you call them. They have approved logos that you can put on there. Okay, so 50% of customer point commission. So you get 50%. So every product that they order has a customer point attached to it. You get 50% of that. So easy peasy math for you. The 10 and 3, we had talked about that earlier. In the 10 and 3, when you read all the documentation about it, it says you need 200 PV plus enroll 3 customers with a pack and enroll 10 customers. And amongst those 10 customers, you need 500 in volume. Well, if you have 10 customers with 500 in volume, then it's going to cover half of your 200 required PV. So you really just need 100 PV, and then you have your 10 customers. So the 200 PV doesn't really even make sense in that scenario, but this is a really good way to really increase your paychecks in the beginning. And you can track this in your back office. So I don't know if you've dug into your back office yet, but you can track your 10 and 3. So when you log into your dashboard on the top, it has those icons. It says commissions, your tree. It says 10 and 3. If you click that, it shows you exactly where you're at. It gives you a little red bar until it turns green when you've accomplished that task. So I love how the back office makes everything super visual. It tracks everything so nicely for you. You can see if you've maximized out on one leg, you can start working on the next. I love the back office. They've done a really, really great job. Monthly residual, we had talked about that already. It's not unilevel pay. It is just residual, which is something that you can bank on. And I love that a lot. Let's see, launch bonuses. So we had covered this earlier. When you enroll somebody with a pack, you get paid 100, 200, 300 on those packs. So silver, gold, and platinum. And you have these graphics in the boards app, so you can read it and study it later. But we just want to put everything in a visual way for you to understand. That's easy and also easier for you to share. The Trailblazer bonuses, we had talked about that also, and the Wealth Maximizer. So they have so many awesome ways that you get paid. Plus we have the additional hit Emerald by May or April if you enrolled last month, and get an additional 20,000 in your paycheck. And I did call customer service. When you hit Emerald, you don't have to be 80% of the way through Emerald to get that bonus. It's just when you hit Emerald, you get that bonus. So this is different than the Wealth Maximizer where you need 80% of that volume to unlock that bonus. So this is cool. So you can technically get the Emerald bonus before you even get the Wealth Maximizer bonus at Emerald. But yeah, so there's 7 different ways that you get paid. What's that?
You do have to do it 2 months in a row to get that
You have
bonus.
to maintain it. Yes.
You have to
and
maintain Emerald twice to get that bonus. So if you hit it the first time and you think, oh, I get $20,000. No, you have to hit it the second time. And once you hit it the second time, that is when you get the $20,000 bonus for that Emerald bonus that they're talking about right now. And this is like, they don't know if they're going to be doing this again. So this is a bonus that is just happening right now. So if you have anybody that's wanting to work hard and do that and go to that Emerald rank, now's the time to get them in before the end of December.
And in bonuses alone, if you go from beginning to Emerald in that time frame, that's $63,000 in bonuses. That just like blows my mind. And so generous. That's so generous. And it's so doable. You guys, I want to tell you that that's so doable. I've been in this for a week and a half, and I ended last month. My volume was 1/5 of the way there in 1 week. That's so flippin' doable. If you guys are so excited to share and you're bringing your friends along, like if you don't even know about the products yet, study the products, but tell your friend, like if they have a financial need, say, there's no way that you're going to go work for Joe Schmo and make this much money. Like if you want to work it, you can work it, and it's doable. These are products that people need. These are products that are really good. And this is a company that can handle the growth. So run, just run. And that's what I'm doing. I'm running. So it's really fun.
Awesome. Just to kind of recap dates and calendars for that $20,000 special bonus, because again, that's not in this comp plan. It's an extra incentive they're doing right now. So for those of us that enrolled as associates in November, we have until the end of April, but that means you need to hit Emerald in March, qualify for it again in April to qualify for that 20,000. And then everybody that's enrolling as an associate with their starter pack this month in December, they have till the end of May, but that means by the end of April, they need to hit Emerald for that first time and then maintain it in May in order to qualify for that. So I wanted to make sure everybody knows the dates there. But to kind of recap the compensation plan, we want to make sure we're talking about our little miscellaneous disclaimer here. Tranont makes no promises or nor guarantees of income or financial success. Income achievements are dependent upon the individual's associates' business skills, personal ambition, time, commitment, and activity. Individuals should not rely on the results of others as an indicator of what they should expect to earn. So again, just kind of doing the normal disclosures there, but the beautiful part about it is yeah, you do get paid for what you do put into it. You don't get that out of a career. You know, I'm in corporate America, so my job, I don't get paid extra 1 month just because I hustled harder. I still get my salary. That's it. Whereas here, I'm going to be able to get paid if I want to jump 2 ranks in a month and I hustle and I make that happen. Guess what? My bonuses are going to reflect that. So again, it's an amazing compensation plan. It's simple. It's like, okay, you hit this rank, you know you're going to get this at least. And then you've got all these other amazing bonuses you can tap into that just go right on top of that and add so much value to your business and to your motivation for sure.
So just make sure that you're staying in your lane, right? We can look to the sides to see inspiration of like, this is doable. Okay, Pete, my friends are doing this, but don't rely on someone else, nor look negatively on yourself for not growing as fast as someone else, because there's a lot more probably going on behind the scenes with text messages, with emails, with calls, with posting on social media, with all kinds of things. So there's a lot of ways to share. The more you're engaging, the more you're experiencing. I promise people are really tired of also getting sold to. So get your personal experiences. It takes money to make money. And in taking money, that means you're going to have to experience the products, try those things to see what's best for you, so that not only can you share the facts about a product, the scientific evidence about how it works and how it breaks down in your body, but at the same time, how you are using that and how it's blessing you. We can share as much science and facts as we want, but at the end of conversation, so often someone's going to come back to you and say, oh, what did you think? How is it helping you? And your opinion, your experience and result outweighs all that science and data you may have given them. So your word is so important. So making sure that you're not just sharing and pushing a product, but you're pushing a product that you believe in, that you love, that you're experiencing, is going to be really great for you and your family. If your husband's on these supplements, which he should be, if your kids are on these supplements, which they should be, then share your family, your friends' stories. If you don't have an experience yet, but your husband does, or your spouse does, your kids do, your friend does, share that, because it's still directly tied to you.
Okay. And then the other thing that we haven't really covered yet, which I thought is kind of important, is because, well, we made all these commissions. How do we get paid it? So this is a thing in your back office. You will see underneath your dashboard as an associate, you'll see a little box that says commissions. Click on that box of commissions after the 1st or 2nd of the month, and you'll see your commissions all laid out there. And you can see if you've hit the month of Jade, you can see how the Jade bonus is there. And you can also see on another one your launch bonuses or your customer bonuses will all be laid out there. So just keep an eye on that and check it out and make sure you're getting paid for all the people that you've been signing in or that came in with a pack. And if you see that somebody is missing, somebody was missing on mine. So I called in to Tranont, and their customer service is absolutely amazing. And bless their hearts, always give them a compliment. So I don't think they receive enough when you call in, because they're knowledgeable and they know their stuff. And you know what? They had it going on and getting fixed and emailing commissions for me to say, hey, this is missing. And they were fixing it all within 5 minutes. So if you see a discrepancy there, just give them a call and they will fix it. But also you get paid with a check. They actually literally mail out a check. They do not have direct deposit at this time. So just know that you're going to be getting a check. Now, also, when is the commission payment timing? So this is something that we want to go over really quick, is that you're going to get paid weekly on your customer sharing and your launch bonuses for signing up those associates with those enrollment packs. So those are paid on a weekly pay cycle that ends every Saturday night. And then you're paid the following Friday. So that's when the checks go out, the following Friday after the Saturday. And then the monthly team bonuses. So your whatever rank that you ended up on, you're going to get paid for that. The Trailblazer and the Maximizer bonus, you're going to get paid. That check rolls out on the 10th of every month. And now the 10 and 3. So this is where you have 10 new customers and 10 new associates within that 30-day or the monthly calendar time. And this is processed on the 1st and 3rd Friday of every month. So if your bonus is approved between the 1st and the 21st of the month, then your bonus will be processed on the 1st Friday of the following month. If your bonus is approved between the 22nd and the last day of the month, then your bonus will be processed on the 3rd Friday of the following month. Okay, so there's 3 different timelines to get your check being mailed out to you. So just keep those in mind when you are thinking, well, when's that check coming? So just remember, and there is no, oh, there's one other thing I think. There's no e-wallet. You don't have to worry about your money getting stuck in this spot. You can't get it out. The check is coming to you. So there you go. But also when you sign up those associates, we didn't cover this. When you sign up those associates, you don't have, or when a customer goes from a customer to an associate, yes, they can do that. They can move from customer to associate. There's a holding tank, people. Isn't this fabulous? There's a holding tank and it's for 10 days. And then you can place them wherever you need within your 3 legs. And then with this way, you're also sometimes, because remember, we all have only 3 spots above, like we all get 3 spots right directly underneath us. And while we fill those up, then we need to be putting our new associates somewhere in our downline, into our team, into those legs. And so you're going to be slowly getting some overflow. And that overflow helps with your volume on those legs to help you rank advance. So not only are you doing the work, but as a team, we all rise. And that is the best part about this compensation plan, is that we can all grow and learn and work together as a team. And as a team, we all rank up together. And that's the best part, is because I get to help anyone in my team. Lynette and Jason get to help anyone in their teams, and Amber gets to help us all too. So as a team, we're all in this together, and that is the best part about it. So just remember, when you say, oh, I didn't sign that person, like I didn't help that person come and join our team. Well, someone above you did help that person come into the team. And so so that's just extra love on you as we are growing together and as we're rising together. So anyway, I'm just really excited about this comp plan and what it can all do for us all as we strive to improve our families' lives financially. But the best part about it is, if I haven't tried the products yet, they're still coming. They're somewhere in the mail, but I'm really excited because I've been going over the ingredients and the different things. Like Lynette just the other day sent me the ingredient list and said, hey, look at this balance. Look at this multivitamin with this balance. And I went, there's iodine in this. And I got really excited because there's so many. Okay, I want you just to personally think what products that you are taking right now that has iodine in it that supports your thyroid. Because we all know that if you do not have iodine, I mean, that's why they put iodized table salt together back in the day, because people were getting ill because they didn't have enough iodine in their diet. So that's why they put it in the table salt, because everybody uses table salt. And so that's where the iodine was all coming from. Well, I got rid of iodized table salt back when my kids were little, because I knew that table salt wasn't so good for me or for my kids. So I'm like, oh, but where did I put iodine in it back in their diet? And so when I seen iodine in there, and I'm just seeing more and more people just a little bit short of that iodine. And so that's a great product just for those reasons. And so as you get to know the products, you can say, hey, and then someone said, well, and then when you're looking at the customers, how many people drink coffee? You know, are they drinking a healthy version of coffee? Probably not. Well, we have a great product for them. Do they want focusing? Do they want the brain clarity? That's what a lot of people are complaining about. Give them some Mojo. You know, this isn't Mojo. This is, because I don't have it yet. But, you know, we can go, Mojo, like, you know, when we get it. So anyway, that's just a little thing about how the customer thing works. And with the 10 and 3, it's 500 customer points for that 500. So I just want to be clear on that part too. So anyway,
I wanted to add one more thing. We were talking about commissions and how you can track it in your back office, and you can see you hit Opal and you get a bonus, but there's a date associated with that bonus. If you click that date, it opens it up and you can see exactly how you got paid. So make sure you dig around in your back office, you guys. Click around everywhere, really study it. There's a lot to see back there. They have a lot of really, really awesome tools, but this company has made it really easy for us to succeed. And I like how, like Laura, she doesn't have her products, but she's been studying it so she can share based on the knowledge. We can share based on the testimony. And you know, people, they don't care how much you know truly until they know how much you care. So really look to the needs of the people that you're talking to. If you have someone whose son struggles with focus in school, talk to them and say, hey, I know this is a big struggle for you. Here's a testimony that I found. I think this will really, really inspire you. And then you can tell them about focus, you know? So you don't have to have your own personal testimony with focus, because maybe that's not your issue, but you can share someone else's testimony. And if you're waiting on your product, you know, just share what you've known based on the science, based on the testimonies, but really speak into their lives and their personal situation. If your audience is primarily moms, maybe moms who are working on self-care, you're not going to be sharing Boost as much as you might want to share collagen. So you want to share what will really meet the needs of the people in your circle of influence. And that being said, I've had a lot of people who struggle with like, well, I went from one thing to another, to another, to another. And I just have my Facebook friends that I'm talking to, and they're just so exhausted. Facebook is not your only place to share. There are so many different places to share. Think of it like having many different ponds and putting a fishing pole in every single pond. There's Facebook, there's Pinterest, there's Instagram. There's so many different ways. So don't limit yourself to just one avenue. If your goal is to grow quickly, diversify. Find the work that's done, or do the work one time and spread it out over multiple places. And I'll do a call later on mind mapping and brainstorming those things. It's not really comp plan related, but I don't know. Are we going into Q&A now?
Yeah, so we'll just go ahead and wrap this up and then in the recording so that we can go into Q&A. If there are additional questions that you have in watching this, especially in a replay, make sure that you're reaching out to any of us or your upline to make sure that those questions are getting answered. But the ways we get paid, there's so many. They've diversified for us in so many ways that we can earn an income, which is beautiful, setting us up for success in a future that we can hopefully depend on, right? Especially with the world changing and shifting right now. There's a lot of people looking for an additional stream of income, something that they can have the flexibility of working from home, especially if kids are remotely learning or having those types of things where they're home more than at school. Having a home-based business can help, and having a home-based business with impactful products that are keeping us strong and healthy and living above the wellness line is going to be greatly desired and needed now going forward. So we're in a beautiful company that has our backs, that has amazing credentials. So get ready to grow and have fun growing and learning about the company you've aligned with, the products you're using and sharing. And we're excited to invite you in on this journey. Y'all have a great day, and we can't wait to see you grow and soar to the ranks.